name's Francine Scaboria, and I work at Safe Berks. Safe Berks is the nonprofit in Reading which serves the people of Berks County. We serve all survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. Our services are free, confidential, and available 24 hours a day in English and Spanish. So thank you for joining our show, and I want to welcome our guest, Chiara Sockel Renninger, who works as a wealth advisor at Buckingham Strategic Wealth in Wyomissing, and who is also the founder of the Power of the Purse of Berks County. So welcome, Chiara. Thank you for joining the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Great. And maybe you could tell the audience a little bit about yourself and how the Power of the Purse came to be.
Okay. Yeah. So I was born and raised in Berks County, and although being born and raised here, I feel like I didn't really have a good idea of what the critical needs were in the community. Mm-hmm. So as a wealth advisor, I have a client who is involved in a women's giving circle, and when I learned more about the women's giving circle structure, I realized it's something that Berks County truly needed.
That's awesome. And talking about being born and raised here, I just want to say that Chiara and I, our mothers, team taught kindergarten for many years when we were children. So this is how Berks County is all connected, and it's great to see you again. Mm-hmm. So you had heard about this happening in other communities, this kind of a women's giving circle, and you thought this would benefit Berks County. So what happened next? Was there a lot of conversations preceding it starting?
So I talked to the Berks County Community Foundation as a resource to try to figure out how to structure the Women's Giving Circle in our area. And so they gave me good information on how exactly we could do that. I know that there are other areas that have Women's Giving Circles that help support women and children. And I thought that, Berks County has a critical need for single mothers. And as a group, we decided that trying to help single mothers enter or re-enter the workforce and help make them be independent and be able to sustain and support themselves and their family is a great way for us to use our funds to help the community.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. And is it right that it was started in 2012?
Yes. Okay. So it started in 2012. Right. Probably in 2011 is when I talked to Frankie Aiken at the Community Foundation.
Right.
And I talked to her and I would say a select group of women to figure out how to structure it, because I wanted to make sure that we could make the biggest impact in the community. So I wanted to make sure that our time and our money were spent efficiently.
Yes.
And so talking to her and Heidi Williamson really helped me get an understanding of how to structure it and how to get women involved.
That is so great. And the Berks County Community Foundation was such a great choice since they're already managing a lot of grants and funds, and then you didn't have to, recreate the wheel for all that. That is awesome.
Exactly.
Now, I wrote down this number from going on the website, and is this correct? It's just amazing that over the course of this time, this has raised about $180,000?
Yes. So over the years, the first year we raised about $15,000.
Okay.
And so over the years, we were able to give back to the community $180,000. And part of that is a women's giving circle. Just to explain what that structure means and what that is that individually we all give at least $1,000 per year if you're over age 35. If you're under age 35, we have a discounted amount, which is $500, because we want all kinds of women to be able to get involved in the group. So each of us give $1,000 every year, and as a group we then decide where the money is going to be going. Okay. So the Community Foundation helps share the information with the nonprofits in the area, and then when we get that information back to help understand the initiatives that they're trying to support, as a group we vote to say, okay, where's our $15,000 or $30,000 going to go? So it depends on how much money we have each year and what the grant recipients are asking for. Right. Sometimes we can only support 3 organizations. One year we're able to support all of them. It just depends on how many requests we have and what the amount is. But as you can see, the more people that we have who are part of the group, the more money we can raise and the more impact we can make in the community.
That is so awesome. And if anyone is listening or watching, can they reach out to the Berks County Community Foundation to join the Power of the Purse?
Yes, that would be, they can go on the website, on the Berks County Community Foundation website. There's some information about the fund. They can also contact Frankie Aiken at the Berks County Community Foundation. And she'd be able to give them information.
Because what an empowering group to be a part of. Because like you were saying, each person individually can do so much, but when you put it all together as a group, you can do so much more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think, giving back to the community is one thing as far as dollar-wise, but also part of our process is we have about 4 meetings a year. The fall meeting is always an educational meeting where we have someone from the community come back and try to explain to us what some of the critical needs are. Because it's not just about giving money, but it's educating us on exactly what the needs are of the community.
Right.
And then the other meetings are at 2 hours or less, so it's a really minimal time commitment to make a big difference.
Excellent, because like we were talking about before, a lot of women, moms, people work full time. Everybody wants to help but has limited time. So this is a way you can really make a big impact in a small amount of hours.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is awesome. Now, part of the reason I invited you here today is the power of the purse has been very, very helpful and generous to Safe Berks specifically. And in empowering the residents and clients in their move forward into the workforce. Many of them already work, but some of them do need to find a job. Even those who work are always looking, for the better job, and that might involve many different things, figuring out education, transportation. So thank you for specifically supporting Safe Berks. Has that been something that the group has, discussed and they see the need there at Safe Berks?
And I think through the process over the years, we've realized that sometimes people just need just a little bit of extra help. They're already trying really hard. They are doing the best they can, but they just need a little bit extra help, whether it's support from an organization or a little bit extra money to provide daycare. So I think giving that extra help just makes such a big impact with the members, because they're starting to realize that we've been really fortunate, and why not give a little bit back to someone to help get them on their feet and get them back to being self-sufficient.
It's wonderful. And I know for all of us who have the benefit of having a job, it's so empowering. You go to a job, you get paid, and the effect it has also on their children is amazing, because they want to be those role models to their children, help their children move forward in our economy. So it's really, really awesome.
And that's actually the conversation we had as a group in the beginning when we were trying to figure out exactly what our mission would be. We talked about that. Not in every family is the mother the leader, but in most families we're the caregiver, the supporter, and I think if we can set a good example for our children, that we can be self-supportive and work hard and be able to support a family, and we can pass that on to the next generation, I think that's really important.
This is awesome. And one thing I've also learned that's kind of related to this in my training is that abuse takes many different forms, and there are many times where a woman specifically, it can be man or woman, but there are many times a woman is abused financially, where she may work, but the abuser may control all the money, all the checkbooks, all the credit cards, all the bills. So part of the journey for some of the clients of Safe Berks is learning budgeting, learning checkbooks, all different kinds of things, because maybe the abuser used finances as a form of abuse. And we are so thrilled that this year at the Safe Berks Celebration of Peace event, which is December 10th, we are going to honor the power of the Purse of Berks County with our Voices for Change Award, which is something that we give out every year, and it's for organizations and individuals who have made just a really big difference in helping Safe Berks accomplish our mission. So thanks for joining us, and thank you for all your support. If you want more information about Safe Berks, our website is www.safeberks.org.
Thanks for joining us. This is the place you start. Visit us at safeberks.org or by calling 610-373-1206.